What is up, everyone? How's it going? Excuse me. Hope you're keeping well, and welcome back to the channel. You can just hear from my voice there, I'm not 100% at the moment, so apologies for that shaky intro. I hope you're all keeping well. Voice is nearly gone, but we've got my bottle of water here at least, so I'll have to keep supping on that. But yeah, what are we? 50 minutes away till the deadline at the moment. Game week 4. We've got 2 free transfers in the back pocket at the moment, and if you watch the YouTube stream during the week, you'll see on lining up. But yeah, we'll have a quick game week 3 review. So 53 points for the game week. Yeah, basically the United lads saved us. Hallam was rather disappointed with the captaincy, but I'm hoping that penalty miss might sway other managers from not captaining this week, because I do think City are going to run riot against Fulham. But yeah, looking at that then, obviously United losing their clean sheet in the first couple of minutes was pretty annoying, and Onana came away with a 0-pointer. But yeah, it was basically the United lads got me a green arrow, and yeah, hopefully they'll get some returns this weekend. If you're on the chat watching, please do send in the question. Let us know your dilemmas ahead of the game week deadline, and yeah, we'll get through as many as possible. Caban Breen in the chat as well. I hope you're keeping well. And yeah, hopefully now I won't be dying over the weekend, but there's plenty of football we can watch, and that'll keep us entertained. Right, I suppose we'll go straight into our own team here. We won't yet actually. There's a few questions in the chat. So Castle thinks, do you think Ward-Prowse or Bowen is better? Yeah, Bowen looked really good. Obviously, Brighton lost their clean sheet against West Ham last week. Bowen was brilliant. Ward-Prowse was very looking high up in the pitch as well. We'll just get the two of them up here. And Ward-Prowse will more than likely be on penalties as well. We'll just get Bowen up here. What is he? 7.1. Yeah, so 3 returns in the first 3 weeks. We'll get Ward-Prowse up as well. As he's 6 or 6.5, 6 million there. Yeah, so Ward-Prowse actually has 3 returns in his last 2 games. Probably Ward-Prowse, I suppose. Yeah. Out of the higher options in Maddison, Sterling, and Foden, I'd be going for those 3. But yeah, if you want to downgrade Matoma to him, Ward-Prowse, nothing wrong with that at all. He's playing very advanced anyway for West Ham, so nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, so probably Ward-Prowse, save yourself a bit of cash, and that's what I do there. Beats, how's it going? Is wildcarding this early viable? Are you saving your wildcard for a specific game week? Yeah, so there's another international break come game week 8. You can see here on screen. So the 7th of October. After that, there's an international break. Then we're not back until the 21st of October. So is that what, 2.5? Probably is it 3 weeks? Probably just 2 weeks. But yeah, that's when the majority of managers are going to be wildcarding. So I'm keeping my wildcards till then. There's a few fixture swings then as well in game week 9 onwards. So yeah, try and keep the wildcard. A lot of people DM me during the week saying, is a -4, -8. They want to take those hits, and they're looking then at a wildcard. But a -4. Just do the -4 hit, wouldn't be wasting your wild card just for that. All depends as well, Beats, on your team too. If you are pretty much struggling, if you've got a lot of lads who are injured or whatever, maybe consider going up with your wild card. But I try and keep it for game week 8. That's what I'm planning on doing it. And obviously then it's bad enough if you play your wildcard game week 4 going into another international break. Obviously there's an international break then in game week 5, so yeah, I'd try and hold as much as you can, and yeah, that's what I'll be saying. What team do you support, Dara? Yeah, Man United. United. Let us know, Dara, who you support. But good man. Bench Estepinian over Udigi this week. Probably. I'll show you a quick look at my team now. So I have Udigi starting, Estepinian starting, and Saliba on the bench. Yeah. Out of the two, you probably would bench Estepinian, to be fair. Udigi looked very good last week. Was never really going to play him over Saliba anyway, so I can't feel too bad about the 12 points missed. But yeah, he's got two good returns anyway in his last 2. Hopefully he didn't waste those returns, and we'll get some against Burnley at the weekend. And then also then he's got Sheffield United then in game week 5. was trying to get up FPL team just to show you my future plans, but I don't think it was. I think it's down altogether. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, it's down at the moment, so can't show you my future plans for now. But yeah, the team is looking good. 2 free transfer dues, fair enough. And I'm just gonna actually maybe give the vice captain for Tim Buemo. No, I shouldn't. Leave it on Saka maybe. Yeah, he's at home. As long as it's not the captaincy anyway. Yeah, we're grand. Right. Give that a quick refresh. I'll take a wee bit of water here. Right, what have we? Yeah, so Udigi there, Slim, that's what I go. Ryan Childs, alright, Chief. Do I look at moving Rashford or Martinelli for Sterling or Maddison, or both having 2 free transfers? If you have Saka, I'd leave Saka in the team. Probably would leave Rashford in there too, and then move on Martinelli for Maddison. If you have Nick Jackson, I'd be saying go Maddison. That's why I was tempted by Sterling, to be fair. He did look good against Luton, and obviously Friday night, obviously he hauled. But Maddison is looking nice as well. Fair enough. The only downside between Maddison and Sterling, Maddison does have Arsenal, Liverpool, Game Week 6 and Game Week 7, whereas Chelsea, I think they've a decent run with Fulham, is it? Yeah, Villa and Fulham in Game Week 6 and Game Week 7. So that might make you sway towards Sterling, but if you have Jackson, I think that's enough cover for City, or for Chelsea, sorry. So that's why Maddison is in my team there. Yeah, keep Rashford, Ryan, and then I'd go Martinelli to Maddison if you have Jackson. If not, out of the two, if you were asking me as well, probably would still go Maddison, to be honest. He just looks really good with Spurs, and Chelsea are kind of hot and cold, really. Quick look at these here. Yeah, the West Ham, fair enough, they did look good against Luton game, in the Luton game, sorry, but they were pretty shaky against West Ham, so they could be very hot and cold. That's why I like Maddison. Has he 3 returns in 3? No, 2. What he does, yeah, of the 3 games, but 2 goals the first game week, and then that goal last game week then. So yeah, I think Maddison is my pick any out of the 2. But giving the likes of Havertz, brilliant. I've been giving the likes of Havertz too much patience, considering he's a rotation risk. Cost last week by pre 60-minute subs. Definitely get rid of Brian. Same crack there. If you have Nick Jackson, Maddison is your man. Is Havertz 7 though? He might be priced out. If you don't have Mbeumo, get Mbeumo into the team. Havertz, where is he there? 7.3. You should be able to stretch to Maddison or Sterling, but yeah, if you don't have Mbeumo, I'd nearly even rank Mbeumo top, to be honest with you. Yeah, and then if not, then Maddison or Sterling. Obviously depending, as I was saying, if you have Jackson or not. Rizwan, hope you're keeping well. Rizwan has asked if Estepinian has a farther fixture and benching Estepinian and starting Baldock thoughts. Yeah, some lad was asking me during the week as well. The only thing about Baldock is it's either 2 points or 6 points, and then obviously then if Estepinian concedes, there's always the chance of an attack and return. So I'd probably lean towards playing Estepinian just with his ownership as well. If he does get a haul, at least it won't knock you down the ranks, especially when points are so precious at the moment, and there's such a small gap between 10Ks, 20Ks, 30Ks. So do I expect Everton to score? Maybe they will get one, and we'll get Draft Town up there. We'll see the clean sheet odds. Fair enough. Brighton won't be looking good for a clean sheet, but we'll get the clean sheet odds up. So Sheffield 31%, Brighton probably 9% difference in it. I'd prefer Estepinian just because of his ownership. As I was saying, FPL team is on, that's grand, and Baldock doesn't have a ceiling. His highest ceiling would be 6 points, and Estepinian could easily return. Even against West Ham last week, he was still playing so high up. Probably unlucky not to get something. Brighton weren't at the races really last Saturday, but I do think it's worthwhile playing Estepinian just because of his ownership, and that definitely higher attacking track compared to Baldock. So hope that's alright. Rizwan, starting Onana over Turner? No, I don't think so. Just Onana for his potential save points. Yeah, how many saves did he make against Spurs? 5 saves against Spurs, 6 saves against Wolves, and Nottingham Forest just got 2 goals in the first 5 minutes. So that's why he didn't get the save points. But yeah, I'd be going on over Turner. Turner's pretty dodgy as well. Fair enough, they're getting a new keeper from Benfica, I think it is, but just even little saves Turner was making last week against United. First couple of minutes, Anthony had a bit of a P roller and he still kind of fumbled it. So not fully convinced by Turner. I know some are saying he's done all right, but no, that's why he's a 4 million keeper and he's going to stay on the bench. Onana's there, hopefully to get some saves against Arsenal. And yeah, Dara, sports supporting Spurs. What do you think about where are you gone? Dara, you're asking, can you show me the team? If you just comment under my latest tweet there, this one here, and we'll get the team up on stream, if that's alright, which I won't be able to go into the DMs on Instagram or Twitter because obviously they're private. But comment under that and we'll get to your team. Right, I'm looking to sell one of Martinelli and Matoma or both, Stephen. If I were to sell both, I would have to take a -4 hit, but I'm definitely going to bring in Maddison, but I want Mbeumo as well. Yeah, it's a tough one. See, I would probably say do it because it's not a nice feeling every time Brentford score. It's always going to be Mbeumo. Even last week, I got lucky enough to get away without Mbeumo returning, but even it was a nervy couple of seconds checking the Brentford score when they did score in the first half. Is it worth a hit? Maybe. Newcastle could do well against Brighton. Matoma, he did me good in game week 2, so, and I've found a fond relationship with Matoma, especially with last year, how he did well for me so much. But were to hit Stephen, maybe I'd go for it. It's a better long term move anyway with Mbeumo over Matoma, and you do get that nice run of fixtures up until game week 7, game week 9 there as well. Fair enough to be United in game week 8, but I think Brighton have United game week 5, yeah, and City 8 and 9. Maybe worth the hit, so Stephen. I probably would do it, yeah, just to get Mbeumo into the team. Onana or Turner, Etienne, Onana. Do you think Foden would start? If not, is it worth subbing him with Sterling, a better choice? No, keep Foden in there. I'll be expecting a start after his benching last week. Yeah, owners were lucky and unlucky at the same time, to be fair. With Foden coming on and missing out completely, sorry, with an illness, but then coming on and getting that assist. So it was a lose win or win lose, whatever, however you want to call it. But I'll keep Sterling for sure. Fulham without Paulinho now, it's going to be right. It's going to be a rout for City. I probably should have went to another City player myself, but Haaland hopefully will be enough. Yeah, I'm just looking at the vice captain. It doesn't really matter, but I might leave it like that. Maybe Mbeumo's looking at me there, but Haaland obviously gets the captaincy. Yeah, Paulinho out for Fulham. Fulham have looked very poor. That's why Leno has been hauling, just because their defence is so bad. And if Paulinho, it looks like pretty much to be gone anyway, they're going to be in trouble, and there could be a relegation candidate already. So early on the season as well. You're not looking at any Newcastle players. Good fixture run, playing confident football. I was looking at Botman. Don't have enough to go to Trippier. Just I think with the especially with the Champions League group, there's going to be a lot of rotation up the pitch anyway. So maybe I go Saliba to Botman. Bit of a boring transfer in game week 5 when it's back, but happy enough with the defence now. Udige's Sheffield in game week 5. Chilwell has a decent game, I'm sure, in game week 5. Who's that? Bournemouth in game week 5, and Arsenal play Everton. So don't really need a Newcastle defender at the moment. Looking ahead to game week 5, and maybe onwards. So maybe, well, I was gonna say hopefully I can save my transfer for game week 5, but looking at the international break, there could easily be an injury or something. So yeah, for now, defence is sound. Can bench opinion for Saliba when Brighton play United. But yeah. Can you check? Let us know, Dara, if you've commented on this. Doesn't look like you have, but there you go, Dara, good man. Bench boost worth it, right, Dara? Here we go. On first looks, probably not for a bench boost. Saka might get something, alright. you've a bit of a headache there. I'd keep it for a double game week bench boost. Fair enough. It's not bad. Areola might do well with a few save points like he did against Brighton. Don't expect Cash to get anything against Liverpool. Estepinian may or may not. You have two players I'd be looking at bench boost and Saka and Estepinian. No, I'm going to tell you keep it for a double game week, Dara. Yeah, you've a big bench and headache there. You have it active. Maybe keep it active, so I don't want to deter you away from it. But I'd say is save it for a double game week, when you can kind of stock up with more double game week players. But up to yourself. You have it active if you want to keep it active. Yeah, but that's what I just say. Fair enough. You need Saka in there, but it's between Saka and Isak. But yeah, it's tough. Maybe keep it there if you want, but I'd recommend keeping it for a double game week, Dara. That's all I can say there. Really, I don't want to steer you away from playing it if you have it, but yeah, that's what I'd say. Let us know in the chat, lads, as well. Lads and ladies, sorry, who do you think Dara should play his bench boost? But I'm gonna say keep it for a double game week. Would you consider Rashford to Foden in your team for a -4? No, definitely keep Rashford. There will be goals in that United and Arsenal game. Rashford back on the left as well. Højlund could be starting up front for United as well, so he'd be looking to impress. Yeah, so I think the United lads are good for at least one return between them. Whether that be a goal for Bruno from a penalty or whatever, but yeah, I'd keep the United assets, and yeah, we'll reassess after the international break. But fixtures aren't too bad after that. Once they get by the Brighton game, we've a decent run of fixtures, so I'm happy enough to keep the United boys for that. Blake, Matoma or Gusto. I'd always probably start the attacker, but they do play Nottingham Forest. If you don't have Mbeumo, I do Mbeumo in for Matoma, Blake, and then play Mbeumo over Gusto. That's what I would say. Have a look at predicted points here. Fair enough. Chelsea probably very high for a clean sheet. Second. Right, we'll have a quick look at this. Gusto is probably around 5. 6, fair enough. Matoma's probably about 3 or 4. 5 as well. So much of a muchness really. Maybe because it's Forest, maybe go Gusto. Alright. Matoma likes a yellow as he's done so in the last couple of games. Yeah, maybe Gusto. So I'd always say start the attacker, but just go for Gusto there. If not, Matoma to Mbeumo and start Mbeumo. If you are enjoying the stream, lads, I suppose we'll stop for a quick second. Please do give it a like. We're on 20 likes at the moment. If we can get to 25 or 30 even in the next couple of minutes or so, that'll be very much appreciated. And if you aren't subbed to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. Road to 5k subscribers is on. We're getting there. We're coming along nicely, but a bit of work to do. So if you aren't subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button. A few asking about the rank, 292k overall at the moment. You can't see that, but hopefully we'll be close to in around 150k hopefully after this game week, with all the points being so close to each other. Abbas, hope you're keeping well, Abbas. I'm transferring out Martinelli for Maddison. For another transfer, should I transfer out Gabriel or Vardiol or Matoma for Mbeumo? I'd go Matoma to Mbeumo, Abbas, for sure. Mbeumo is your man. You definitely need. Appreciate the 30 likes there. That was very quick, so thanks William for that. Gone back down to 29, so thanks to everyone liked it, but no bother. Yeah, Matoma for Mbeumo. Yeah, that's what I'd be saying there. Have a little warning on my screen here on the laptop, so hopefully I don't click anything. No, all good. Right. Abbas, so yeah, Matoma for Mbeumo. Slight rumours that Vardiol could be out at the weekend with a bit of pepper there, but I'm not gonna go into that fully. But by looking at a few lineups on Twitter, it looks like Vardiol could be getting rested, so wouldn't be surprised to see him on the bench. But yeah, Matoma to Mbeumo, Abbas, and we've done the same transfers there. Then Martinelli for Maddison, so all good there. Onana or Turner, Onana there. Do you like jam? Only strawberry jam, Damien. You always say that, but only strawberry. As the opinion, the harder fixture, bench Estepinian starting ball like Rizwan. Yeah, fair enough. But I was just saying with his attacking threat and he's definitely a higher ceiling than Baldock. If the two of them concede, I definitely prefer Estepinian. What time? Fair enough. 12:30 tomorrow. You might be a bit pissed off, whatever. But excuse the language. But yeah, I would go Estepinian just because of his ownership and because of his attacking threat. Should I wildcard have João Pedro, Matoma, Estepinian, Rashford, Onana, and a solid draft? Futures in doubt at Liverpool. Not very happy with the team, to be honest. Should I get rid of Rashi for Maddison? If you can go and Matoma to Mbeumo Bill and go for that is what I'd say. Nothing too major wrong with that. Salah against Villa at home, isn't it? So you could easily get something. There's a lot of rumours obviously going around about Salah, but I think it should be alright. I wouldn't play the wildcard before the international break. Maybe kind of suss it out this week. I saw something about João Pedro's minutes could be increased. That's it. Danny Welbeck is out this weekend, so you'd assume, or even you'd surely think that that Pedro could come into the team. So maybe you could get away with it this week. But yeah, that was it. What I saw, Danny Welbeck should be out. I think I saw a quote saying that anyway. We'll have a quick look if he's flagged. I'm nearly sure I saw that. Yeah. So Welbeck isn't back till after. So you'd surely assume Pedro comes into the team for that. So maybe you'll be alright build for this week, I think. Yeah. Pubble Skull, how's it going? Mono here. Hope you're keeping well. Get a Dublin meet up too. We get a back three from Henry, Estepinian, Udigi and Chilwell. So Udigi, Chilwell, probably have to go Henry there, I suppose. Yeah. So Henry, Udigi and Chilwell. Just on the meet up there, he mentioned anyone in the chat. We've got the first Irish FPL meetup of the season in County Galway. On Pucon is a venue, so shout out to them. They're one of the sponsors of this YouTube channel. We've already got a nice number of people coming. I won't say the numbers for now, in case I jinx it, but it's looking like it's going to be a great day, and we've got a few special guests coming too. Yeah, so it should be a great day out. All televised games, pints, FPL. You'll be there with like-minded people as well. It was a great day last year, so the event kind of promotes itself anyway. Free to enter also, and got a few messages by a few people that they were considering coming on their own. Definitely do. There was a lot that travelled down on their own last year. Everyone's so welcoming. We're all kind of in the same boat anyway. It's just watching the matches, having a few drinks, and just a bit of crack as well. So if you are thinking him and Han, should I go? Definitely do, because it's going to be a great day. Send us a DM, or even if you know FPL Fury as well, send him a DM and we'll add you to the guest list. As I said, we've already got a nice crowd coming already. Yeah, so hopefully it's going to be a great day out. Onana or Turner, Onana, Sterling or Foden, Castle. If you have Nick Jackson, go Foden. If not, get Sterling in. Yeah, that's what I'd say. Adam, good man, Adam. Where are you gone there? We're after losing your message. Jeez, we're miles behind the chat. Apologies. We'll get through as quick as possible. Right, Adam. Call with a rest opinion. Have Chilwell and Udigi, bringing in Foden for Martinelli and Madders for Matoma. Maybe you just go with the lads for the clean sheet. I do expect Chelsea to get the clean sheet there, so that's fair enough. It's more the fact with Estepinian and Baldock. If Sheffield concede, Baldock won't get anything in return. Sterling or Foden, as I said. Sterling or Foden if you have Jackson. Sterling if not. Steve, hope you're keeping well, Steve. Hope you've had a good week. I brought in Mads over Sterling for Odegaard. Thoughts? Nothing wrong with that. But I am expecting goals in the United game. But nothing wrong with getting rid of Odegaard. You were kind of licking your lips if in game 2 you thought he'd be on penalties, but it looks like Saka has taken over again. So nothing wrong with getting rid of Odegaard. Wouldn't be surprised to see a few goals in the United game, but I think Maddison is a good shout long term. So that's all good. Elohim, is that we're taking a hit this week. Try not to, if possible, especially with the international break around the corner. If needs be, obviously, don't forget to use your bench as well. If looking at my team there, I probably would have took a hit if I needed to get rid of someone because my bench isn't great there. But if you have João Pedro on your bench, there's no point taking a hit. You can play him or whatever. But I just try and steer away from taking a hit, especially as I said before the international break. Said, is Eze being overlooked? He's performing, but he's not performing in fantasy terms. We'll get him up here. I'd say it's a frustrating watch for managers who do own him, and didn't have Mbeumo, didn't have Matoma when he was returning. Like, he's doing well, especially the first game. Obviously, quite enough against Brentford. Was there a penalty shout for Palace? I can't remember. Or maybe that was the Arsenal game. Yeah, sorry. So he's probably unlucky not to get the penalty against Arsenal. Should have definitely returned against Sheffield. He had a shot that was going in, blocked by defender. Probably could have had an assist as well at the end. Anderson from the Fotheringham, the Sheffield United keeper, that made a great save. So I'd say it's been a frustrating kind of owning them so far. Do you keep him? You probably do against Wolves, but I'm glad I'm not in that position, to be honest. But yeah, is he being overlooked? No, I think Mbeumo's a standout around that price. Maybe you could say is over Matoma now, especially with Brighton's fixtures turning a bit sour. But yeah, Bruno, Rashford to Maddison, Dara. No, keep the United lads. Sell Gabriel, Matoma, Martinelli for Udigie, Sterling, and Mbeumo. Already have. It's not a bad hit, Raul, there, to be fair. Only if you have to play Udigie. If you have to play Gabriel, I probably would do that. That's fair enough. Just keep in mind though, if Udigie gets his clean sheet, you're only leveling out your points, so you're not making much good ground. But wouldn't be surprised to see a little cheeky attack and return from Udigie at the weekend. So hopefully he does, like he did last week. But yeah, Haaland, Bowen or Maddison captain. Has to be Haaland there, I think. Pika. Stay Con, alright mate, how's it going? Alfie, should I do Salah to Maddison and Archer to Gabriel Jesus? No, I wouldn't bring in Jesus again before the United game. Probably will start, to be honest, but no, I wouldn't bring him in. I have John Stone and Turner as my keepers. What should I do, Patrick? Keep John Stone anyway. He's definitely going to play this week. Roy Hodgson said, fair enough, it might be a bit of a worry after international break, but it looks like it's John Stone's place to lose. But I wouldn't be surprised if Henderson comes into the team after international break. For now, Gaming 4, he's safe to play Johnson. That's what their manager said. But it looks like Henderson's probably going to be the first choice. Wee bit harsh on Johnstone. I remember having him for an 11 pointer. I think on a free hit last year, or I had him for 1 weekend. He got like 11 or 12 points. I think it was the free hit, yeah. But yeah, you're alright for the Gaming 4, but maybe after that you could be in bother. Would you bend Estepinian or Estepinian? Play Estepinian. Paulina saying at Fulham. Maybe it is. Maybe I missed that stake on. Sorry, I thought he was. I thought he was on the way. There we go. Fair enough. Paulina is probably saying I missed that before I came on. So, all right, mate. I've got one free transfer. I could do Eze to Mbeumo, Rashford to Sterling, or Watkins to Jackson. Probably would get Mbeumo in, to be honest with you. He's yeah. I'd go for Mbeumo. Story time with Dad. I was originally considering getting Anderson for Crystal Palace and getting Sterling for Martinelli. Not worth the 4-point hit. No, I wouldn't take a hit for a defender anyway. Martinelli for Sterling for Martinelli isn't bad at all. I'd go with that. That's all fine. Get rid of Luis Diaz or Martinelli. Probably time to move on. Martinelli. Luis Diaz was very unlucky last week to get subbed early just with the red card. I was quite surprised he took him off. Gakpo got to stay on, but yeah, I'd just get rid of Martinelli, to be honest with you. He's been poor. Fair enough, Jesus come back into the team, and Ketia kind of stopped his returns, but yeah, I'd go for Martinelli out. Transfer out Jota for Maddison and keep profit John. Yeah, that it looks like Núñez will come into the team after scoring twice, so Jota wouldn't be surprised to see him on the bench against Villa. Yeah, so at least with Maddison, you'll have security and starts anyway. Michael, keep up the great content. Good man, Michael. Thanks a million for that. Fair play to you. Dara, should I put Saka or Estepinian in? No, I try and put Saka in, but going back to Dara's team here, you can't really fit him in, to be honest. Isak for Saka could be the only shout maybe, but wouldn't be surprised. If you want to just play the bench boost, Dara, do. But as I said, I probably would keep it for a double game week. You're going to have points in your bench either way, looking at your team there. But in the ideal situation, I would keep it for a double game week. John, thoughts on Nunes over Jackson in for Watkins at the differential? I also have Jota, so kind of leaning towards Jackson. Yeah, I think Jackson. You answered your own question there, John. That's what definitely what I'd be saying. Yeah, get Jackson in instead of Nunes. No point doubling up. Would nearly even get rid of Jota first, to be honest with you, and get in Mbeumo, Maddison, whatever, Sterling if you don't have them. When would you say the first best time to use the first wildcard? After game week 8, so coming into game week 9. As I was saying, there's another international break. Unfortunately, maybe fortunately, I'll get a break for 2 weeks. But no, game week 9. That's when everyone's probably going to be using, the majority of FPL managers anyway are going to be using their wildcard. Then, excuse me. I'm going to probably dead end my team into game week 8, and then game week 9. Then we'll have a nice little wildcard there. Then, so that's Rizwan. That's when I'm going to be using my thing. Should I play Baldock instead of White? Yeah, I probably would play Baldock instead of White. Robbie, great content submitted on your Twitter. So let's see if we know there. Oh, we do. Is that FPL Foxy? Good man. Might throw up a quick tweet as well. Same we're rating teams on the stream. Rating teams on stream. If anyone. In below. Throwing a little emoji. While we're at that as well, everyone, I might just throw a quick poll in on this, rating the team the stream below if anyone wants to send them in. Grand. And then I'm going to put up a little poll here, if I can at all. Yeah, here we go. So, which midfielder? So Sterling. Alright, throw that out to you. Let us know what you think. Be interesting to see. Maybe I'm wrong going Maddison. But let's just see what whoever's watching what you think. Right, we'll go back to these questions. Where were we? Baldock to Udiger, save the transfer. If you're playing Udiger, I'd probably go the Udiger transfer, to be honest with you. Yeah, Udiger looked very good. Maddison is killing it on the thing. Sterling isn't that popular as it seems. Maybe it's just a Twitter bubble. Play Vardiol or rest opinion. I think you have to play the City lad and hope he starts. Was asking you on Patreon and you said to take out Watkins. Agreed, but why do you think I should keep Rashford, Candle Wax? I think there's just going to be goals in that United Arsenal game. There always is. But I'll just have a quick look the last time they've played each other. I'll see the average amount of goals each game there does be. Too shaky enough defences as well in United and Arsenal. So here we go. So 3-2, 3-1, 3-1, 3-2 in the last 4 games. So a lot of goals in those games. That's 5, 9, 13, 18 goals in the last 4 games. Candle Wax. So that's why I'm saying keep Rashford. There will be goals. It's probably turn out to be 0-0 now, but 18 goals in the last 4 games. Shouts at you to keep the United lads. 2 poor defences as well at the moment, so that's what I'm saying. Keep Rashford. And appreciate you subscribing to the Patreon as well. Good man. Would you take a -4 from Matoma to Sterling? Probably not for the hit. No, Steve, probably not for the hit, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I'd say. -4 for Foden, Odegaard and Sterling. For Rashford, or hold my transfer. Do one of them. Probably Odegaard to Foden. Even Odegaard to Sterling if you want. I wouldn't get rid of Rashford, as I was saying there. I am expecting goals. Zahoodle. This is the final team for the game week. No more changes. Maybe there is. No, there's not. No, that's where I'm fairly happy with, locked in there. So if you want to copy it, copy away. Doesn't really matter to me. Come on, Robert in the chat. Rashford to Maddison or not? Pickford or Onana, or move Ake and Pickford to Ederson and Udigi. I think you have to keep Ake just because he's up against Fulham. It's a bit of a risk, I know, but that's what happens when you pick the City assets. Yeah, Rashford to Maddison. No, Robert. I keep Rashford. If you can get to Maddison another way, do. Surely you can, but just Rashford on the left looks a lot better. And as I said, I'm expecting goals. Start Jota or Watkins. I'd get rid of Jota, to be honest. If you have a free transfer, do and then start whoever you bring in. Then probably should be starting Watkins as well. Surely you can bench someone else. It's very surprising now, Maddison, looking at the poll there. It was 80% Maddison in the first 20 or so votes, but Sterling is creeping back up. That's quite interesting. We'll leave it going. It's getting very close actually now. It might turn out to be a 50-50. Take a hit for -8 for Salah and Matoma out. Maddison and Sterling not for a -8. No, not for a -8. Swap out Martinelli for Sterling for Maddison. Gavin, Maddison if you have Nick Jackson. If you don't have Nick Jackson, probably still Maddison. I just prefer him to Sterling. That's what I'd recommend. I don't know if I should start Saka or Diaby, as I feel he will score due to a weak Liverpool defence. Can you play the two, Rays, there? If you can play the two, I'd play the two. If not, let us know who else you have, or throw in of anyone on this here. We've got a few teams here. Josh, quickly now I'm gonna get back to the chat then. Josh, nothing wrong with that team. Vardial might be a wee bit of a peppered at benching. Areola at Luton, fair enough. I probably would play him there over Onana. West Ham definitely have a better chance of a clean sheet compared to United. Yeah, 40% chance. Nothing wrong with that. If you could at all, I'd actually do nothing. No, it's grand. You've Botman on your bench as well. Yeah, that's fine. Slim, any advice? Haaland captain, all good. Watkins, probably. Odegaard, no, actually you're alright. And Buemo, I think you're good to save the transfer there. Watkins to Jackson if you already have two and you need to burn one and triple up on Chelsea. That's what I'd say there, Slim. And this is Stephen from the stream. FPL Crazy Pizza. Good man, Stephen. I took a -4 hit. Chilwell, less opinion. Henry. Yeah, I think that's not bad at all. Hopefully you make up ground on the hit anyway. Whatever transfers you did, I can't remember. Sorry, but nothing wrong with that team. United lads there as well, so I do think we'll get something. Hopefully it's not the United bias, but yeah. Then Ashley Friendo, Haaland captain. Who did you captain, Stephen? Haaland, yeah, that's grand. Haaland captain. Opinion on the bench for Vardy, that's fair enough. Foden, Sterling and Maddison in midfield, nice. And Buemo might hurt you, Ashley, but apart from that, it's nothing. Who's on the bench? Turner, maybe. That's fair enough. A few more notifications here. FPL Foxy, I don't think we got on to him. You're rating 2 free transfers. Martinelli to Maddison, Bayer to Udigi. Yeah, if you are doing that, I'd go for that. Akanji should play, so you're alright. It looks like he's done the transfer already. All good there. Maddison in, Martinelli and Udigi. Estepinian might get something on the bench, but yeah, I'd play Udigi over Estepinian. Slim, we got to Slim. Crazy Pizza, we got to him. Ashley, we got Josh. Paulie, I don't think we got to Paulie. 4-5-1, which is interesting. Haaland captain, all good. Opinion on the bench. Triple Chelsea. Flecken in goals is nice. I probably would put João Pedro first sub, seeing as in case Vardial doesn't start, and João Pedro should start with Welbeck. So just there, Paulie, I'd move João Pedro first sub. Viv, then we'll get back to the chat then quick. All good there. Pretty much the same team as mine, is it? No, just the defence. Chilwell, Estepinian and Udigi. Caldwell over Udigi. Turner on the bench actually, or Turner starting. Viv, I probably would start Onana over Turner, but all good on that. That's grand. Thanks for them, lads and ladies. Right, we're going to end this poll. 54 votes. Maddison just about gets it. 38 likes. If we can get to 40 or 45 in the next couple of minutes, that'd be much appreciated. And if you aren't subscribed, honestly, please do hit that sub button and support the channel. 62 people watching, all good for a Friday evening. Right, I'll go back to my own team here. We've 10 minutes, 9 minutes before the deadline. Right, back to this chat. Marcus -4, Foden for Odegaard and Sterling for Rashford are all my transfer. Keep Rashford, I was saying. Maybe Odegaard to Foden is fine. Maddison or Sterling, I've no Jackson, Fox. I'll keep Maddison. MK TV, good man. Best of luck for the week. Appreciate that. There's a wee little fly flying around here, so if I'm swatting that, apologies. Best of luck for the week, MKTV, good man. Is it worth bringing a Nudigi for one of my 4 as only other option is Estepinian set? It's a free transfer due. If not, you as well just play Estepinian. Start Jota, Watkins or Rashford. Start Rashford. Maybe Watkins. That's a big money bench you have there, so a lot of money on our bench. Probably would do Jota to Maddison, Foden, Sterling if needed. Areola, Vicario for Spurs. Maybe the Spurs keeper. Am I right in saying that's the Spurs keeper, isn't it? I think it is anyway. It is, yeah. Maybe do start the Spurs lads. So against Burnley. Thoughts on Eze set? Nothing wrong with Eze. How long are we behind the chat? We're a good bit behind. Right, we've a lot to get through in 8 minutes. Right. Where are we going to start? Thoughts on Eze set? Right. Nothing wrong with him. He could do well against Wolves, but I probably would move him on from Wem if he can. 3 of Chilwell, Estepinian, Akanji, Pau, play Akanji. Yeah, play Akanji. He's back fit anyway. Is it worth bringing a Nudigi if it's a free transfer? Start Baldock, Estepinian, Rashford or Saliba. Rashford definitely. Turner, Onana. Odegaard, Aken, Pickford, Ederson, Udigan, Maddison. No, not worth a hit. Robert, definitely not. Keep Ake. Odegaard to Maddison, fair enough. But saviours for second free transfer then. Is it worth trying to go for Baldock instead of Estepinian? No, keep Estepinian. If Baldock, as I was saying, it's either 2 points or 6 points, so that's what I'll be saying. My midfield is Saka, Rashford, Salah, Eze and Mbeumo. Should have said anybody for Sterling or Maddison. Eze to Mbeumo if you can. That's what I'd be saying there. Got a bench Rashford, Watkins or Luis Diaz. Probably Watkins, but it's between Luis and Diaz. I wouldn't bench Rashford. Who should I bench to bring in Mbeumo? Diaby, March or Gusto. Probably bench March. Flecken or Ederson. Flecken at home to Fulham. Ederson at home to Fulham. Start Caldwell or Estepinian. Maybe start the Chelsea lad there. Matoma or Watkins. Matoma to Mbeumo. If not, Watkins because he's maybe Watkins there. Yeah. Baldock to Udiger, save the transfer. If it's free, yeah, get Udiger. Start Estepinian or Henry. Probably Henry there. Should have triple captain Haaland James, save it for a double game week. Will Ake start or sell him? Always a risk, Robert, but I think you're as well just keep him if you have him in the team. Sterling, start Estepinian or Trippier, both play each other. Maybe Estepinian, he plays higher up than Trippier. Rumours Vardiol wouldn't start. I wouldn't risk. Yeah, I saw that too. But if you have him in the team, you as well just start him. He won't come on if he's not starting. My midfield is Saka, Rashford, Salah, Eze. Should have said anybody for Sterling or Maddison or save the transfer. If you can get Eze to Maddison, do. Mbeumo and Jackson, or we send Sterling. Mbeumo and Jackson definitely. You got any info on Vardiol? I just saw a few reports that he might be benched, but nothing concrete anyway. Start Matoma or Watkins, we sort of saying that. Here, Johnny Evans back at United. You happy with United signings? Think you'll do well. Amrabat Thomas looks. Hopefully he can play. He can play Sunday. Yeah, I'd like to see how Højlund can get on, but it's been alright. Well, it's been good with Amrabat as well. I need to have a proper look at every signings for each team, but yeah, hopefully he might get a few minutes and he might possibly come straight into the team. Did McTominay leave as well? Can someone let me know? Because I saw there was reports McTominay could be going, or maybe the deal isn't done yet, but let us know. Would you do Watkins to Jackson if it's free? Yes. Sterling scored 3 goals against Forest last season, so better buy him. Fair enough. I've covered with Jackson. That's why I'm going to Sterling to Rashford. I don't have Bruno. No, keep Rashford. Should I bring in Sterling? No, keep Rashford. Keep Foden or bring in Maddison. Keep Foden, yeah. Foden should play. Saliba or Baldock. Bench boost is always a double game, like it is indeed. Who will get more points, Saka or Antonio? I think probably Saka. There'll be a few goals, as I keep saying, in that game Sunday. Opinion on Rico Henry. Pickford or Onana? I think you have to give it to Pickford, yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him lose that clean sheet. I think just with the fixture, Robert, I think you have to start Pickford. Sterling to Rashford. I don't have Bruno. No, keep Rashford. Bench Rash and captain Saka. When did you get Udigi? I had him since game week 1. Tariq. I had him since game week 1, so he's been on the bench every game week. But yeah, he's coming into the team this week. That was a late transfer actually on my deadline stream on game week 1. I brought him in, so hopefully that pays off now with a nice return. Maddison or Mbeumo probably would put a priority on Mbeumo. Start 2 out of Watkins, Diaby and Luis Diaz. Probably Diaby on the bench, yeah. Chilwell Caldwell or Chilwell Saliba. Chilwell Caldwell, definitely. Rashford to Bowen worded for a 1 week punt. Shane, no, I'd keep Rashford, to be honest. Is Botman back next week? He should be, yeah. International break next week, so he should have time to recover. Is Henry a good long term pick? It's grand up until the wildcard anyway. That's what I go for. Game week 9 is decent up until then for Brentford, so that's what I'll be saying there. Trent or opinion to start? You have to start Trent if you have him, I suppose. A lot of money on the bench, so if you bench Trent. Martinelli to Maddison were the -4. Maybe not a -4, Luke. So no, free transfer, yes. Maybe not a -4. Start 2 out of Watkins. Yeah, we back to that one again. Baldock or Saliba? I think you have to play Baldock. Udigi or Kanji, play both, but I'd start the City lad. I'm only expected to stay. Fair enough. Is Martinelli to Maddison worth a -4? Not worth a hit. Bringing Udigi or Henry for Saliba or Roll. If it's free transfer, yes, I probably would. Excuse me. If it's a free transfer, I would. If it's for a hit, no. Right, we got through them really quick. I'm just going to make sure the team is locked in. A little bit of water. While I'm drinking that water, we're nearly at 50 likes on the stream, so please do give it a like. And if you aren't subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel. We're pushing on now for 5k, so hopefully we'll get there sooner rather than later. Antonio captain, Danny, no, definitely not. I'm just going to take a quick screenshot of my team here. Haaland captain, all good. Saka vice, it's alright. Haaland will play. I'm not going to mess around in case I put him by my captain, so yeah, that's alright. Who would you bench out of Estepinian, Saliba or Ake? Yeah, Saliba bench for sure. That's what I'll be saying. Yeah, right. A minute to go. Anything else on Twitter? I think there is. Yeah, there's a few. Which two of Sterling, Maddison, and Jackson? Oh, yeah, I would have done Jota to Maddison there, and then Watkins to Jackson. -4, fair enough. Yeah, that's what I would have said. Right, how long are we going? 52 minutes. Are you making a transfer, Michael? The transfers are already done. 2 free transfers already done. Martinelli to Maddison and Matoma to Mbeumo. They're the 2 free transfers. I had it up on the video during the week, Michael. So that's what I did. I think that's the deadline. So it's pity FPL team is down. Just refresh this. Haaland captain, anyhow, all good. Yeah, there we go. Grand. So let me see, is FPL team still down? If not, we'll show you my transfer plans. Right, what's my team ID? I think it's 7726. Jeez, you can't even look at it when it's updating. Fair enough. Right, that was a fairly relaxed deadline stream anyway. Any other questions, do send them in. And doesn't even have to be FPL based. We'll can answer anything. That was a relaxed stream anyway. Diaz or Rashford, Danny would have said probably played Diaz, but would have played the two, to be honest. But yeah, if you're on Twitter, drop us a follow at FPL Era, and I'm also on Instagram. Did you forget to do the team? And I'm also on Instagram at FPL Era too. So if you are on those platforms, give us a follow. Started doing TikToks as well. So if you are on TikTok, drop us a follow there too. What's Michael saying? It's annoying the long way for the game to update. Worrying, did you forget to save the team? We should be grand, don't worry. Danny's saying an Antonio hat-trick. We'll see. He might get one. He might get one, but no, I think Haaland, it's Haaland's big haul this week. Fair enough, he got 2 in game week 1, but I think this is the week that he gets it. Right, I'm gonna hop off now because I'm fairly dying. I need to get a few bits of water into me. When will Smith's Toys be coming for a sponsor, Ian? Yeah, I can't mix the work life and the fantasy life, unfortunately. Maybe, who knows, down the line. Could throw in a little thing there, or even there on screen, or even there's room down below for Smiths too. Good man, Ian. Could possibly, yeah. I'll never say no, to be fair. Danny, fans from Indonesia, brilliant. Thanks for tuning in, Danny from Indonesia. Michael, I got it last week. I had Jackson benched after bringing him in and forgot to save. Got lucky. Okay, fair enough. That would have been a stressful watch on that one. Bye now. Good man, Michael. Cheers for tuning in. I did Estepin into Baldock. Do you think Baldock won't start? You should be alright. It's more the fact that if Everton score, Baldock won't get anything more than 2. Estepinian should be alright for an attacking return if they do concede, but yeah, we'll see. Right, Connor, good man, thanks for tuning in. I might leave it at that, so because I've a drive back to Leitrim yet, but appreciate you all for tuning in. Friday evening, international break. I'm off to New York next Thursday, so wee bit of a break from the FPL, so I'll have to enjoy myself in New York and enjoy the break for 7 days, and then we'll be back in time for the Game Week 5 deadline. But that's it. Come here. If you aren't subscribed before I go, please do hit that subscribe button. Yeah, it honestly means a lot and would really support the page and help the page. So please do if you aren't subbed. And yeah, 50 likes just gone by there, so that's brilliant. Great return for the stream. Bit of a boring one tonight with Luton and West Ham. Nothing involved there, so we don't have any players involved till 5 o'clock or 3 o'clock. Sorry, with Sheffield and everything at 12:30. So might get to the gym or something in the morning beforehand. But right, I'll leave it there. So appreciate you all for tuning in for the last hour or so. Best of luck for Game Week 4. Hopefully we'll see a few more green arrows. Enjoy the international break. We'll see you in the next video.